Well, welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me. As you can see, got some nasty old rims. This is a 2012 Rav 4 on a car dealership. I was kind of contemplating whether to do them or not, and the manager looks at me and says, "Hey man, can you do those wheels?" Absolutely. So we're gonna fix all four. They're actually really clean. They just look really bad because the paint's peeled off. So we're gonna do a quick sand, make sure everything looks good. We're gonna paint them. I'll take you along for the journey. Thanks for joining me. This is probably gonna be absolutely impossible to tell on video. Although this looks horrible, it is actually very smooth. So whoever pressure washed it did an amazing job. So what I'm gonna do is take a Scotch-Brite pad instead of sanding, and I'm gonna scuff in the entire rim. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Please understand, you'll hear it in all my videos. Please understand, this is a repair in a car lot for a car dealership on an older car to put it on the lot to make it look better than this. They do not expect perfection. They do not expect 2012 brand new rims. But I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm not doing cheap work. I just want you to understand this is not showroom quality. This is gonna be parking lot quality. Just so you can kind of see and understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to Scotch-Brite all that down. A lot of times I'll take these center caps off, but you can see there's actually chipped paint in that as well. I'm going to just leave it there so I can spray it. As you can see, the calipers, rotors are super rusty. The back side of the rim is super rusty. So I am not personally going to put plastic behind that wheel. I'm going to do the between the spokes is really small, so if I spray just right, yes, there will be overspray, but it will come off just as soon as I drive off. That's the way I process doing these bad repairs. Okay, so one quick look before we paint. I am not going to show you me sanding and prepping and doing everything on all four wheels, but I will show you the finished product once I'm done. So I'm going to grab my deck of cards and get started, and we'll start painting these wheels. So I am not going to bore you with watching me put a deck of cards on all these wheels. Now, one deck of cards of 52 plus the Joker and a couple of other little cards I give you in the pack will cover two wheels of any size real easy. And I'll usually have, on bigger rims, I'll have a couple left over. On these smaller rims, I'll have 7 or 8, and I'll start on the other side, but I do one side, spray those, let it dry, and then set up the other side, and then we'll spray. So just so you can see and maybe help understand what I was talking about, I've got my cards on that one. I had enough to do this front wheel. And then I had enough left over to start on this one, but not enough to complete it. So I'll spray what I can now, and then we'll finish the rest of that one and this one once the other side dries. Here is my secret paint that I use. You'll have to look up a video called Oops, the Secret is Out if you want to know what this is and how you can get it. Already looking, to me, that is a million times nicer than what was there. You can see I got a little run. I'll fix that. And I got most of this. I started running out of paint at the same time too, so once it changes over, I'll open another can and we'll get started finishing that one, doing this. When you order paint and need paint, make sure you get enough to do the job you need to do. One thing, please do, rotate your wheels where what was on the bottom is now on the top, and everything you missed now shows. And so we can touch these up as we walk around and make sure everything looks right. Now the other side is drying. Let's do a little clear coat. There you have it. Now it is good as new. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why in the world would a car dealership want to fix a 2012 car with high miles, right? Usually one of two reasons. One, somebody has tried to purchase that vehicle and complained and backed out of the deal. Car dealership did not make their money they were hoping for. Or number two, like the dealership I'm at today, they want their things to look nice, even older vehicles, for resale purposes. In the area I'm in, this is one of the biggest dealerships for turning used vehicles. They fix their used vehicles up and they sell them. So that's from a car dealership perspective. From a personal perspective, why in the world would you want to fix that? Number one, you want your stuff to look good. I do. I've got an older truck. I try to keep it looking good. Number two, if you're going to trade it in and you're a DIY type person, you know, they could have got a lot more money. Well, not a lot more money. They could have, the value of the vehicle would have went up in the trade-in, right? So the better you can make your vehicle look, probably a little bit more in the trade-in value you can get. Those are just reasons people fix things. And then some people trade them in just like that, don't really care. So whichever one you are, it's all good. I just figured I would talk and tell you some of those reasons, because some people wonder why in the world even fix that. There are reasons, and that's why I have a job, and that's why I love what I do, because I'm one of the few vendors that will even actually tackle a repair like that. So I hope any of this information helped you out in your project that you're doing. I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you next time.